everybody. I thought I'd start out the new year by doing a little bit of a different video where I tell you some surprising facts that I bet you didn't know about me. So here's 5 things that are definitely going to surprise you about me. 1, I grew up in the middle of the woods, literally. My house was in the middle of the woods. My dad built that house. My dad put in the plumbing. He put in electricity. He dug his own well. We had our own septic tank. We grew up in the country and I love it. We call it the Gully. It's 50 acres. My dad lived near his brothers and sisters. So we had like this little gully village where my cousins were there and we were all the same age. And we just played in the gully outside all day, every day. There was a creek, there were tons of woods. And my sister and I always joke about how you can take the girls out of the gully, but you can't take the gully out of the girls. Also, fun fact, because I grew up in the woods, I never got used to camping because I never had to. I could be in the woods all day long and then come back to a warm house. Now that I don't live in the gully, I love being outside. I love being in nature, but I don't ever want to sleep there. I never had to sleep there. I always had a house in the woods. Even though I love nature, I'm not into camping. Number 2, I lived in Southeast Asia. So about 12 years ago, I was really sick of nursing and my ex-boyfriend got a job in Indonesia on the island of Java, which is near Bali, by the way. And I got a job with his construction company, basically being something like a secretary. So we would work during the week and then on the weekends, we would just travel around Southeast Asia. And fun fact, we got certified in scuba diving. So we spent a lot of our free time scuba diving around Southeast Asia. It was amazing, a great experience. I'm so happy I did it. Number 3, and this might really surprise you, I was not always a nurse. My first degree is in psychology. I got a 4-year degree in psychology and I worked as a behavioral tech in a mental health hospital for a couple years before I decided to go back to nursing school. A big reason why I decided to go back to nursing school is because someone, while I was a behavioral tech, had a medical emergency and I was the first person to find them. And I was so terrified, I almost was the second patient. And instead of helping the person, I ran. And then I saw all the nurses running to help this person. And I thought, I want to be the person who knows what to do to help this person. That was the start of me deciding I wanted to become a nurse. And number 4, I'm dyslexic. You may have heard some stories before, I don't know, but it has gotten in the way of my job every once in a while because at least once or twice a month, I go to the wrong house because I read the address wrong because I'm dyslexic and I get numbers backwards and letters backwards. So I show up at the wrong house and people are always very surprised when they see me being like, hi, I'm Julie, I'm your hospice nurse today. And I'm at the wrong house. It's horrific. I also call the wrong patients all the time. I call the wrong number all the time. When I used to work in the ICU, you had to rattle off all of these numbers and letters in a row to make sure that the blood you're giving was accurate. You had to do it with another nurse. My worst nightmare. I can never just rattle off a bunch of numbers and letters because I get them wrong all the time. So yes, I'm dyslexic, but I don't let it get in the way of my life too much. And last but not least, number 5, I think it's the most fun. I won a game show. Yes, I won a game show years ago. I was also involved in improv, which is a whole nother story I can tell you sometime. But my troupe and I, there was 3 other girls, we tried out for this game show. It was a karaoke game show. We won the first round, which takes you to the second round where you have to win out another group. We won that round. And then we did a final finale where we sang this whole karaoke thing on stage and we won. We won a bunch of cash and we did it. That is just scratching the surface, you guys. If there's more things you want to know, let me know. I can keep this series going. Happy New Year. I love ya.